King Saul was once chosen by God to rule Israel, anointed by the prophet Samuel. He was tall, strong, and victorious in battle, admired by his people. But Saul's heart turned away from God, and his disobedience led to his downfall. One day, the Philistine army gathered to attack Israel. Saul's soldiers were afraid and began to scatter. Saul had been instructed to wait for Samuel, who would offer a sacrifice to seek God's favor before battle. But as days passed and Samuel did not arrive, Saul's patience wore thin. Fearful of losing his army, Saul decided to take matters into his own hands. He called for the burnt offering and sacrificed it himself, something only a prophet was permitted to do. Just as he finished, Samuel arrived. His eyes darkened as he saw the remains of the sacrifice. "What have you done?" Samuel asked sternly. Saul answered, "The men were leaving me, and you had not come. I forced myself to offer the sacrifice." Samuel shook his head. "You have acted foolishly. If you had obeyed, God would have established your kingdom forever. But now your reign will not last. The Lord has sought a man after his own heart to take your place." Saul stood frozen, realizing his mistake. But it was too late. The first crack in his kingdom had formed. Saul's final act of disobedience. Sometime later, God gave Saul another chance to prove his obedience. Through Samuel, God commanded Saul to completely destroy the Amalekites, every man, woman, child, and animal, leaving nothing behind. Saul led his army to victory, but instead of following God's command, he spared King Agag and kept the best sheep and cattle, claiming they were for sacrifice. When Samuel arrived, he heard the bleating of sheep. He frowned. "What is this sound I hear? Did you not obey the Lord?" Saul insisted, "I did obey, but the people spared